I am Christopher Riley, and I co-wrote and I directed No Reception. No Reception is the story of a young man named Cody who really had a rough childhood. In order to overcome everything that happened to him, he needs to get revenge. So it's a story about a young man who is trapped inside the wrong idea. When I first heard about No Reception and heard the story, I loved that it dealt with themes of family and how we overcome the things that separate us from each other. And I also loved the fun that's involved. JP Catholic's feature film program works with students and faculty and industry professionals to produce feature films. We are working to make films that we think are fun for the audience, worthwhile, and that give our students the opportunity to work both at a high level of quality, but also in very responsible positions. Somewhere in the middle of making this movie, I just kind of stopped and said, this is a really good film school. I am so proud of them and impressed, and they really can do things that I can't do. Angelica, our cinematographer, was so insistent on maintaining the highest possible level of quality. Mark Weston, along with Natalia Roberts, originated this story. Without them, there would be no reception. When it came time for production, they stepped into the roles for Natalia of first AD, a person who is making sure that you keep moving forward through your schedule, making sure that everything is ready for the next shot. Mark had this incredibly demanding job of writing focus, and how he did that 12 hours a day through 20 plus days of production. I'm in awe of that. I think I learned a number of lessons making the movie. The first is no one makes a movie alone, and your dependence on other people is a strength, not a weakness. The second thing is, as director, I need to make the decision. And so for me, it is an exercise in courage and character to say, I hear you, and we're going to do this other thing, because I think that's what the movie requires. One highlight for me was coming together with our cast and seeing them bring these characters to life. Because I'm also a film school teacher, I loved seeing my students rise to the challenge and do beautiful creative work. I think that I am driven by the desire to see people and to be seen. And so this film channels a lot of that. When we tell stories, when we make movies, we're taking all the disconnected dots and we're connecting them in some meaningful way. And that isn't just the job for writers, it is the job for every person involved in the making of a film. And what I saw working with our cast and crew on No Reception is they rose to that task. And when you take all of that and put it together, you can end up with something I think that's very special.
I have spent so many years pouring into the JP Catholic community and being inspired by the kids and challenging the kids and pushing the kids, and this just was an opportunity to go to the next level.
I don't think any filmmaker would turn down the chance to be on a feature film, for one, but especially one with such a good story